Okay. Now, uh, thank you all for coming. Mr. Praise, thank you for the opening prayer. So, we are going to go right into the first topic of discussion. So, I believe by now, for those of us, some of us who joined through maybe our trainings, or you would have known maybe a little bit of what trademark implies. So, I'm not going into the basics. Understand? I will just talk about some of the things that we need. So I'll not start talking about trademark laws and how trademark came into Nigeria, how some of the laws were adapted, all the registration. I'm just going to go into some of the things that you actually need to close a client. So the first thing is things you need to know to close any client. Now, for you to close any client in whatever you do, the first thing you need is confidence. If you don't have confidence, you're not going to close any client. Like, you can see someone who is not confident from, like, just from the way the person talk, from the approach, from the way the person says the price. Like, it shows in every form. At times people think, maybe we are just shouting. You can, when you're shouting on someone that's confident, that is someone that is not confident, you can see it in the lines somewhere. They're just screaming at you that I'm not confident. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it's correct or not. I don't know if it is true or not. So the first thing is that you need to be confident. You understand? You need to be confident. You need to, having gone through like in-house meetings like this and you've heard more, I know it's going to boost your confidence. But beyond that, you need to know that you need to tell yourself that I know what I'm doing. Even if you have all the information in the world, if you don't believe in yourself, you don't have confidence in yourself, you're still going to find it difficult to close a client. So the first thing you need to do is to be confident. You understand? You have the course. I do tell people, if you get any of Skin Ideas course, you can get a job and do the job. That's just get a job and be watching the video and be doing it. So there's no difficulty about it. Now, how do I know about this confidence issue? In 2017, 2018, when I started doing CAC, I noticed I was just doing business name, business name, business name. And anytime someone comes to me for a company, ah, I will not be able to, one way or the other, the job will just fall through the tracks. But I'm like, I have little knowledge. I think I have done one of this stuff. But because I was not confident, the first one seems to be like, so someone I have reached out to someone to teach me. I think it was a lawyer then. So I had to reach out to a chartered accountant that, okay, what's this stuff? And then we were able to figure it out. We had a long Zoom meeting. We did the meeting. I did my first and second communication. I noticed after that, because I've done two communication now. I have confidence. There's no, I know it's not like these days down that because CAC is a CAC portal that was a little bit complicated, and then you don't get or like you download it and then you go to the office, you send your client to the office, or you find a way to just get the document out for your client. So I realized that immediately I was able to do two company jobs. I started getting company jobs. Now, someone can say, "Oh, I want to do it," and I'll just give you a call, and talk to you, and close the deal, or send a VN. But before, I will just sabotage the whole entire deal. Why? Because I was not confident in myself. So the first thing I need you to know is that you can get the job done. You understand? Don't feel like, oh, trademark, will I be able to get it done? Oh, I'm not even a lawyer, or I'm a lawyer, I've not even carried done this kind of thing before. Will I be able to face it? Will I be able to deliver on time? Will the job come up on time? Or maybe because this person is someone that is close to you, understand, or someone that you respect, or someone that you will be like, hope I will not fuck up, hope I will not mess up. You understand? I want to tell you that don't worry, you're not going to mess up, you're not going to shit the bed. So, and if you are working on any job at any time, the point of the support community is not just for you to just get the calls and only because if at any time you're stuck, at any time there's a job that is taking you, just come to my DM. If you message my PA and then maybe you're not getting answer, if you keep messaging her and you keep this up, she's going to let me know. You understand? Or you can just feel the meeting, feel the call with me. Let me know. I'm going to come in and settle it for you. So I want you to have it at the back of your mind that even if anything happens, even if everything scatter, you have someone that you can always call If I'm when I'm talking about me coming in and face it, I don't mean I'll come and start the registration afresh for you. And I'm like, okay, you get a job, and I'm like, you want to come for me to come and do the registration. But when I know that you are stuck, you've tried your best that you are truly stuck, I will come in and I've done it for a number of people here. Come in and fix the registration for you. I'm not going to charge you to fix it. So you understand? So and at times I may do a screen record for you to just say, okay, this is where you didn't get it right, and so that you'll be able to get it. So have that confidence. So when you are talking to people, you're not scared at all. Will I be able to get it done? Will I not be able to get it done? A lot of people who have had acceptance letter. You saw someone post recently. A lot of people two acceptance letter in a day. Acceptance letter. People have been getting that. People have been registering. It's not hard. Like trademark is so simple. If not that there is there's a current change in the system, like change in the way the portal is. By the time I wanted to do like give us a video of how to do other post jobs, I believe will give us more confidence. But they've changed the site, and some of these jobs, some of these post jobs are not yet on the new website. But we are trusting that they are going to update it. They are still working on that. So, but for the just doing normal registration, you have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. It's very simple. It's very easy. So the first and most important thing I talk about is confidence. The confidence in the fact that okay, oh my stuff, I've got a course on this, and if I get the client, I'm going to get the job done. I'm not going to mess up. So once you have confidence, and your confidence intact, you need to know some basic stuff. You understand? It's just like in every field that you find yourself. There are some jargons that are important. You understand? Not really big, but something that you just throw here and there that makes the person that wants to give you the job know that okay, this person knows what he's doing. You understand? And that's one reason why I want to talk about patents, talk about copyright, and talk about device, because these are common stuff that people mistake with or trademark that is important for us to know. Okay, please let's go mute your mic. Okay, these are common stuff that people mistake with trademark, that people mistake with trademark registrations. Okay, now once you have confidence, I know a little bit of all these jargons here and there. You also need to play around the website, play around the site. Just look at how these things are done. Look at how things work. You understand? Play around the site. So once you are able to do those three stuff, you should not have any issue in closing a client. Then another thing I want to add, if you this thing works. If you are closing a client and maybe you send in the form, at least everybody has the form. If you don't have the form, you can always ask for the requirements on the group. It will be sent to you. If you're closing a client and then you're trying to explain, like I always prefer just get on a call, 5 minutes call, you're done, or send a VN explaining things into details. Because there are times whereby chatting cannot do justice to what you're trying to do. So you see all this like if you're trying to close on big deals, there's some big deals that you cannot close on phone. Maybe you have to set up a meeting, you understand? But majorly all the deals we're doing, most time you can close it, you can do it on phone. You understand? So it's only CSA that has some big jobs, that you cannot really do on phone. At times to trademark, there's some people that they want to trademark something, they want to trademark it in all the 45 classes. Understand? That's big. You have to sit back and charge such a person. So the person want to trademark that name in all the whole 45 classes. So you are doing name search for the person in all the whole 45 classes, and you are doing trademark for the person in all the whole 45 classes. You understand? For something like that, you have to sit back and really, really charge the person. You understand? Yeah, I'm happy with it. So, so there are some people that you need to get on a call with them, and discuss it with them. That just chatting cannot do justice to it. You understand? And also, you also need to notice that uh, if you are there's something called positioning in marketing, especially in online business, even if physically, like you don't allow your customer push your hand. You understand? So once your customers feel that okay, they can easily push your hand, or they feel that you don't, or this one is not very confident in what you're saying, you get that start giving you a problem. They will not even allow you to have peace of mind. They will not allow you to be able to do your job well. So if you are able to clarify all of this, you're not going to have problem in closing a client. So I believe we are clear with the first part. And as I said earlier, as we are going with the discussion, if you have question on any part, please just note it somewhere or just type it out in the chat box so that we can always come back to it. Okay, so what's the next thing on our calendar after how to close the client? Okay, the things that you need to know to okay, how to guide your clients on the right name to use here. This part here is very, very important. How to guide your clients on the name to use. Now, some people don't really understand that trademark is different from CAC. You understand? You see people that want to register name, okay, because the name of my brand is Scaling Ideas Nigeria Limited. Some people want to register Scaling Ideas Nigeria Limited. It doesn't work that way. You understand? It's not CAC. You understand? It's not CAC, it's not a communication. You don't need the limit. Limited is for CAC. So that the person is a company. You don't need the limited. You don't need the Nigeria. Once you're trademarking something, the thing is trademarked in Nigeria. So, but at times, there are things that gives us issue when doing processing. So, if you want to, if you kind of want to trademark a name as Scaling Ideas, the name is Scaling Ideas that you want to trademark. That means you are trademarking Scaling Ideas, not Scaling Ideas Nigeria Limited. So, make sure that your client does not put all those other jargons at the back. Then, make sure that you client to get the particular right class. Someone wants to trademark something and the person is speaking the wrong class. So after you've gone through the document, you send the document to your clients, and that's for the classification. And clients read it. I'm like, okay, this is the class. Make sure you confirm and make sure that the class is related to what your client wants to do. Because the downside of that is this. Let's say your client is a musician and the client wants to trademark the name. Uh, what name is that? Let's say Whiskey, and the client wants to trademark the name Whiskey. And let's assume Whiskey has not been trademarked by anybody, has not been taken by Whiskey. There's no musician called Whiskey. Then instead of trademarking Whiskey in the entertainment industry, your client decides to trademark Whiskey in the consulting industry, and then a new singer now comes on board that is now Whiskey, and your client is now trying to sue, and now takes that trademark that you like, my trademark agent have done trademark for me. This name I've been taking is my trade name. You cannot infringe and everything. And then after she check it out, they realize that this trademark that you say you've done is under consultancy or is under education or is under like anything that is not under entertainment. That trademark does not stand. You know, that trademark does not stand. It has to be in that specific field. If it's not in that field, the trademark is of no use. Then two, there's some people that they need to do trademark in more than one class. In more than one class. If you look at the thing, you're like, okay, this person's what the person is doing is related to this, what the person is doing is related to this. You understand? You can advise the client that if you don't want to leave loopholes for people, for example, let's say someone is let's say someone is into education and also the person is also into consultancy. It's kind of like the classes are a little bit different, understand? But what the person is doing and what the person is doing is similar. But the classes are different. You may need to advise for the person to to trademark in two classes. Now, let me talk about this. Not I know this can be a little bit this can be a little bit can come out somehow because we are trademark agents. We want to get people to give us jobs. You understand? But not everybody needs trademark. It's not CAC that every business needs to do CAC. Every business needs to do CAC. Every business, whether you are selling crayfish or you are selling pepper or you are selling, every business needs to do CAC. You understand? Why? Because according to the law, according to constitution, according to Kama, I think is it 815 or something. So according to Kama, 2020 Kama, like you have to, if you don't do it within 28 days, you can be arrested. You understand? You can be arrested because it's you are doing you are doing business illegally in a so it is constitutionally every business in Nigeria should be registered with CAC. Is a regulatory body. But it's not the same thing for trademark. It's not the same thing for trademark. You can be doing business and decide that you don't want to trademark your business. So trademark is just to protect your brand. So that means the barber around your street or the person, the woman selling pepper, the woman that have a kiosk, the woman that all these tailors, whatever, they don't need to pay back. You understand? Trademark is people that are trying to protect their brand name. So you don't want anybody to you don't want anybody to tamper with your brand. Maybe you want to launch a product. You see most of all these big companies they don't joke because if you don't trademark the name, mm, it's as if you don't own it. You don't trademark the brand. It's as if you don't own it. But someone else can just come and for some of us that have maybe you watch all these Shark Tank, all these Lions Den and whatever. Mm. I've seen most times that they will people will come to the stage and they are not concerned about their company. They're only concerned about the trademark and the patents that they have on that particular on that particular goods or that particular app or that particular software. And most times the patent or the trademark is what people are going to buy. They won't buy the company, they will buy the trademark. Okay, give me the right to use this name. Give me the right to create my own product, but use this name or use this software or so it is majorly to protect brand. No, you want to launch out, you don't want to do something, or you don't want someone else to do something like that, then you need trademark. Also, NAFDAC also requires trademark from people. This is because NAFDAC don't want to register a product and then there's another person that have that same product. So they know that trademark is going to restrict that once you trademark that something, someone else will not be able to come and do that same thing with them because you've already trademarked it. So he wants to trademark the name and then someone else comes say, yeah, I'm going to trademark the name. And someone they know that that person is not going to be able to get that trademark done. So it's going to protect them from from approving the same name for the same thing for different people. So not everybody. So if you're now trying to close a barber or you're giving yourself problem. So it's majorly for what? For big brands. So not everybody needs your job. And don't forget, it's important to help your clients to get a good. If your client does not pick the right name or your client does not pick the right class, they are going to have issues in helping the clients to get the name registered with trademark. So that's that on getting a name for a client. If you have any question, please note the question down so that we'll have time to take our questions. Now, basic information you need to hold your head high as a professional trademark agent anywhere. So, what are the basic information? I've talked about some of them, which is knowing those people who actually uh, knowing those people who actually need your service. One of them is actually knowing the difference between trademark, patent, copyright, and device, which I'm still going to talk about. Uh, Other thing is also knowing about the foundation of trademark laws and like most trademark laws that you see are actually kind of universal in a way, because as we all know, Nigeria we don't we don't really have any special laws of our own. It's all copy and paste, like people want to maybe want to have a condition of our own, then they go like, okay, what condition are they using in US? What are they doing using in UK? What are they using in all these countries? And then they copy it and then they tweak it and they like. So it first came from British when people came when during the colonial era coming into Lagos, and it was first Lagos trademark laws, because Lagos was the center of trade then. So first Lagos trademark laws, and then moved to every part of the country, and the body that is in charge of trademark, that's the Federal Ministry of Trade, Industry, and Investment. So they are the one in charge of trademark. Okay, now I'm going to run over the whole processes of trademark and shortly, so we can also get that. Now, this body, they are the one in charge of registering trademark. They're also the one in charge of registering patents. They're also the one in charge of registering device. Now, to talk about trademark, how once you get a name on the trademark, you are going to do a name search. Now, how is this name search? How is this name search done? Unlike CAC, for those who are here that are into CAC registration, the CAC portal, you go over there, you type your name, you do your name search, you break the walls, or you go to name substitution method, you do the name search, you do the name search and make sure that, okay, the name is not available before you now start the registration. And we all know that at time when you do the reservation, they will still query it. Maybe because there's a name somewhere that is still a little bit similar or whatever. But we just do the name search to make sure that okay, we've limited like the chances of them querying the name maybe like is have been reduced maybe like 10% or 20%. Most time we have approval. Now for uh trademark search. Now I used to say it on the group that make sure you do search so that you don't just blow money. I've seen people that have blown money. Someone did uh, a job somewhere, he did a search somewhere, then did the registration and came to us for processing and realized that that name has actually been taken. So that person have actually blown 16.5. Nobody, there's no way you want to get the approval. So that's why name search is important. So that you don't just pay money and then the money is gone. Because unlike CAC that you first your name has to be approved before you now go and pay for a certificate. Uh, trademark, you can just log into the site today and put in all your information, put even Dangote, put even Dangote's name or put in Whiskey and just pay. They will collect your money. Just that you can be sure that you're not getting any acceptance letter. That's why name search is extremely important. So how does the name search work? I sent a video of the journal. So of the journals that have been done over the past years. So name search is majorly done physically. Like they will look and check if the name is on their system, if the name has been printed, if the name is in any journal and everything, and then they will search and if the name is uh if the name is free, then they will let us know that name is free. So it's not done online. Are we following me or am I? Can you hear me? Let me see. Yes,
Yes,
I
yes,
see you.
we can,
Yeah,
sir.
we can hear you.
Okay,
Yes. I am.
okay. So, and then after it's been verified that the name is available, then you can now continue with the registration. And after the registration, now, uh, if you have any question, I can see someone is trying to raise an hand or something. If you have any questions, please just note it. You can also type it in the on the group so that when we're done, we can then have enough time to take questions. Okay. So after you now done the registration is simple. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you're done with registration. And I've sent some important pointers that are in here. Apart from the name, another thing that is important is the power of Anthony. Now, for the power of Anthony, I said it the other time that it's not for those of us that those people that are not like a it's a legal document, but it's not a document that oh it has to be done by no people just hear power of Anthony and they just feel you have to be an attorney to draft a letter. Anybody can draft a power of Anthony. It's what it just means that you are giving someone the power to make decision on your behalf. People do it a lot, maybe in terms of their will, or maybe someone is on the sick bed, cannot take he cannot take the decisions on his own, or the person is incapable, or the person feel he will be incapable. Maybe he's going to the theater and he feels okay. I'm going to be under anesthesia and I'll not be able to take some decision on my own. Then the person will be like, okay, I draft the power of Anthony. If there's a decision that needs to be made while I'm not there, I left this person to make this decision on my behalf. Understand? And the person will sign. So when you're drafting the power of Anthony, I've already done a video on that. Make sure you are field signature, or better, without a signature, that power of Anthony is not valid. And anybody can draft, so don't feel I'm creating a legal document, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm not. So you don't have this. Anybody can draft a power of attorney. So let's note that. Then once you're done and then you've uploaded everything, if all this thing I'm saying is in the course, understand? I'm just trying to go over it because these are areas people have been making. These are areas people have been making mistakes. Now, if the person does not have a logo, if the person does not want to affix a logo, don't put a logo. Just use the word mark alone. Put the word mark and put the power of attorney and go ahead. There are two supporting documents there. You don't need to put any supporting document. So once you're done, and then you've done your processing and it has been processed, after after processing, we have to wait for some months for it to be published in the Gazette. Now, the reason why I try to say there's always delay with the Gazette publication is that there are backlogs that have not been cleared. Their backlogs have not been cleared, and the journal is being released like twice in a year. So most times they have to publish the backlog for the past 6 months and then wait again to publish. I sent a video of some of the journals so you see how the journal is. So to wait for some months before the next journal is being published. So the journal has to be published in the Gazette and then to be left for some months. So those months that is being left, we call those opposition. So it's been left for to make sure to check if there's any opposition to that particular uh, trademark. So there can be what we call opposition. So opposition means that okay, even though you've done the trademark of this particular name, we believe that we own is similar to our trademark, is breaching on our trademark, or we have been doing this thing for years, and then this person actually stole it for or whatever for that space of time. So after that space, and then there is no opposition, you that person will be asked to be able to apply for the certificate. So the whole process take about 1 to 2 years. Now, once you get your acceptance letter, you can use your acceptance letter for anything. And I do tell my agents, we don't collect money from anybody to the point of certificate. Just collect to the point of acceptance letter. When it's time for certificate, you come back and you charge them. You are using the same like you are using the same filter for everything, and then you can see everywhere. You can see when a job is already ripe for is already in publication, when it's time for application for certificate. You can see everything, so you can always go back and charge your clients, but always charge them to the point of what acceptance letter, so you don't put yourself in bondage over that long period of time. So charge them to the point of acceptance letter and let them know they can use acceptance letter for anything, for is it for the NAFDAC application or whatever, or to contest anywhere in court, so that they are the owner of everything. They can use their acceptance letter anywhere. Now, that's about that, about the acceptance letter and to the point of certificate. So certificate training used to be about 12,000, but now it's currently not on the portal, and I don't know what the new format is going to be. Maybe there will be an increase in payment or whatever. So that's the breakdown of trademark from name search to the point of to the getting the certificate. If you have any question, don't forget just type in the chat in a group or note it. I'm going to answer after we are done. Now we move to, I think we are the final step. Okay, common pitfalls in trademark registration. I've actually mentioned them. I've mentioned the pitfalls. Some of us have been sending our names for processing. There have been a lot of issues that we've been called to verify. Some is the LTD, some is the title. The title of the trademark is what the person is doing. So it's not a long message. It's not list of information. Just what that person is wants to trademark. sorry, not what the person is like, what that person wants to trademark. So if the person trademarking sunrise, or person is calling, or person is trademarking human fruits, or person is trademarking scaling ideas, or the person is trademarking and digital, or person is trademarking akuneme. Like what uh I've talked about how much you pay for certificates. So the first will take about a month to 2 months, a month or so. Like in daily is ready, take about a month for it to be out. Now the last one is the trademark siblings, copyright, patent, and device. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this one because it's very important. People mistake like copyright, patent, and device, and they mistake it for trademark. Now, uh, for copyright, copyright is majorly for books, for videos, audios, literary works. That's majorly what copyright is for. And copyright is not done with the Federal Ministry of Trade, Investments, and of Trade Industry and Investment. It is done with the National Copyright Commission. That's the body in charge of copyright registration. And copyright is not compulsory. It's not. It's even it's even less useful than like for trademark now you need to do trademark to protect the name of your brand. Now, if for copyright, once you are the first to publish your literary works, automatically you own copyright over that work. Once you are the first to publish a particular work, you automatically own copyright. So at times copyright will be done to maybe like, oh, prove or to prevent several court cases, or prevent or come to you to prevent someone from actually using your literary work. But most times, once you are the first to publish something, you automatically own copyright over it. But you can always choose to do copyright. Now, another place where copyright is actually useful is for people that are into software, because unlike other countries where you can create a software and then you can patent the software. Maybe you have an app, you have a website, and then it is something that is ingenious, is an invention. Patent is majorly for invention. Okay, let's just talk about patent first. Patent is majorly for invention. You've discovered a groundbreaking ideas, and an idea that can change human, that can make things easy for people. It can be in any form. It can be in engineering. It can be in industry. Maybe you created a way to probably to create a very special kind of soap that can destroy all germs 100%, or you create a particular kind of insecticide that can destroy or whatever, or you have a medical invention, a way whereby people can treat cancer, that can cure HIV, or something out of the normal that people have not been doing before. So, and then you want to keep it, you don't want any other person to use it, or it can also be in form of a, a technological invention, an advancement that you don't want any other person to use. So you can patent it. In in the marketing group, in our content group, one of the content for was it last week, was that of what's the name of this man? Is it Tesla? That Tesla patented over 300 inventions across America. So as he was making those inventions, he was patenting them. So the major reason for patent is so that someone else does not come, either take credit for what you do, or do, or because it's just as if you've done something and someone will be like, oh, this is how this person did, and now we make that thing and publish it as his own. So I don't get people to actually steal your invention, so that all your efforts would not just be in vain. So when people do patent, it gives them the right to that particular product, that particular idea for the next 20 years. So let's say a pharmaceutical company, gets a particular drug. On that drug, they will have the right to be the only one to market that drug for the next 20 years. Nobody else will be able to market that same drug. Nobody else will be able to produce that same drug. So if you want to make that kind of drug, you have to get licensing from them. They will have to give you freedom. So people have to buy access to it. So that's why on this track, when some people present their some people they will just okay, fine, nice idea. You've patented this. Can I buy the patent? So some people just buy the patent. So once they buy the patent, it gives them the right to be able to be the only one to produce that kind of software or the app or the technology or the mechanical, industrial invention or whatever. So once you patent a particular name, you you have to pay what they call annuity. So once you patent a name, you have to pay annuity on that patent every year. You have to pay annuity on that patent every year. So if you pay annuity on that patent every year, after 20 years, that patent is going to be thrown to the general public. You cannot renew it after 20 years because they want everybody to be able to produce it in mass and for you to be able to benefit the general populace. So you can only keep it for 20 years. But they are going to give you that 20 years forward for you to be able to make profit maximally from what you've invented. And that annuity, if you don't pay annuity, this is not a trademark. If you don't, it is not a patent class. Yeah. If you don't pay annuity, if the patent to be gone, you assume that you don't, you are no longer interested in the patent, and then they can then give someone else a chance. If someone else apply for the patent, give the person a chance to also use the patent. Now, for device, now, okay, I want to talk about software. Now, in Nigeria, Nigeria don't have law for patenting software and apps. So, what most people for presenting majorly software. So, what most people do is that they trademark uh, the name and then they copyright the code. That no one will be able to use the code of nobody, no one will be able to use the code of what they've used to build the app. Now, for device is majorly for the device cannot be used. Device is majorly for maybe I make my own cup in this particular way, and then it's different from a way. I don't want anybody to make their own cup in the same way. Maybe there's this way my towel is being designed. There's this way my share is. There's this way, merely for architectural and industrial design like that. But you don't want any other person to do it that way. So during the registration, you upload your own prototype or the kind of way you do it so that nobody else will be able to do it that same way. So that majorly is for device. So now uh we've it's been a I mean uh it's been a long one, but we've been able to touch the major pointers that we need to touch. So now I'm going to take questions. So if you have any question or anything that you want to clarify, you can ask your question. So if you have any question you want to ask,
Good evening.
good evening.
So I want to ask a question. So if
Okay.
a client wants to trademark different classes, so for each class we are going to make payment, Abby.
Yes, yes. You are going to pay for each class if you want to trademark for the classes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Someone said, can we trademark a slogan? Yes, you can. Everywhere you go is trademark. You cannot use MTN would have trademarked it. That one is certain. People trademark slogans, stage name, something that is common. I mean, most of us would have heard of Sabinos and I don't know, maybe if you heard of Sabinos and Picnic Beef, yeah, please can you uh, indicate that time? I think it trended. Sabinos and Picnic. Am I the only one?
No, I heard about it too.
Yeah. So it's Sabino's and picnic beef. So something huge. It was just a slogan that or something, and it trended. And Sabino's investor is used his investor says, this thing, person if want use our own trend, though, okay, let me preserve it. You understand? I mean, first talk am. You understand? And he trademarked it under his name, under his brand. That was is the owner like this trade. This is his own trade, and this is what it became popular for. So it belongs to him. So and when Picnic used it, he sued them. You understand? Now it does not if he has only trademarked it in the world of entertainment, Picnic can say it's the name of a something or use it for them, but they cannot use it for entertainment. And what Picnic used it for was for entertainment. So he had the right to sue them. So the only thing they could do is either stop using it because if you use a particular name and then someone sue you, they're not going to ask you to pay fine for using you just have to stop using that name because it's just you're like you never knew it was a breach to his own trademark and you just stop using that name. But if Pick wanted to continue using that name, then they will have to pay him to continue using it. But we ordered to stop using that name because it's a breach to his trademark. Okay, how much I've already answered this. How do you get an insider to pay for name? This person that asking the question is not on the group. Oh. How did you get here? How do you get an insider to pay for name search? Okay, okay. Does the certificate expire just like CAC that if you do not download immediately you should go? No. Oh, it says certificate will still be there. You can always download CAC. Just brought that in. Then also for trademark, if you do a trademark, you after certificate is out, you have to renew after 7 years. After that 7 years, then you have to renew after 14 years. So okay, island generic names cannot be. Can you just list some of them? There are some, of course, there are some words that cannot be trademarked. Just like CAC, some name that you cannot like that for you to say it belongs to you. You would have provided proof, like saying like name like states, national. Some state that there are some names that is just too bogus for you to just say it's only you. Only you cannot be on those states. Only you cannot be Lagos State. You understand? There are some names that are just too bogus. You cannot just trademark that they have your name. You understand? So, and there's other names like bank. You say that, okay, you want to trademark just bank, then you have to provide proof that you own a bank. You understand? There's some names that you can't just take and just hold on to yourself because those names are just the general public names. So it will not be accepted. Yeah, you may need to, you need to, if you want to trademark, I'm currently reading through some questions here, but I'm soon going to allow people to, Uh, after 7 years, after 14 years, just don't worry, just wait till death. I know, as I said earlier, that trademark sites, the site was just innovated. They had a new site over this January, December, January. So yeah, I cannot at this point just give you that okay, this is price for renewal and everything. So because I believe all of that may change by the time they are done updating their website. I hope this class is recorded. If you want to mark your brand, you need to add power of attorney. Give yourself the power of attorney to understand. But you may just upload it that way, but they may query because you just upload the power of attorney. Put your name, make yourself give yourself the power to be able to as a representative and upload it. Okay, how much for patent and copyrights? Uh, okay, patent is about okay, don't worry. I'm going to upload this on YouTube, so I'm not going to tell the price of patent and copyright. We have price that we do for agents, and we have price for that we do for normal people. So you can always ask on the community. I'm going to upload this on YouTube, so other people can view it and everything. So if you want to ask for patent and copyright, just come to the community. We'll talk about it there. So the price for you guys is different from the price for you know the normal our normal clients. Okay, now let me take questions. I don't want to be the only one speaking here. I'm not going to take questions to the chat box. So if you want to ask your question, ask. Let me hear your voice. So if you want to ask a question, please ask. I'm not going to read any questions there.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Okay, okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Please, can you hear? Please, can
Okay,
you hear
okay,
me?
please.
Please,
Wait, please. If you want to talk, please just raise up your hand so that we can take it one
okay,
after the other. So you understand?
okay. Please, can I?
Jennifer Young, I'm seeing you've been trying to raise up your hand, but I muted you earlier because of a background noise. So if you want to talk, just raise up your hand. So we'll just take it one after the other. So as small, please you can go
Asma.
on.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you. Please, I got a job for Trademark since last year, December, and I did a
Okay,
name search for it, and the name was available then. So,
okay,
January, when the client paid that I wanted to start the job, the site was very unstable then.
okay.
You get coupled with that, I was a little bit scared of the job because when I opened the portal, I really didn't understand it. So I was able to use the instability of the portal of their
As an
portal not to
excuse.
do it as an excuse. You get,
Okay.
so till now I've not been able to
But
deliver the
wait,
job.
did you follow from the beginning of the class when I talked about confidence?
You said, yeah, that's even where I'm going to.
Okay,
I joined. So, because the job is from one of our relatives, so it's not really disturbing
okay,
me much because I was the one that introduced it to him. So, he really don't know much about it. You get.
okay,
So, it has not been disturbing me at all. But I really wish to deliver before he asked. You get. So,
okay.
I'm really. So, another question I want to ask: do I need to do a name search for it before starting, or I can just start? Because
You can't just start. You need to do a name search. Yeah, and
again,
thank you very much for this question. This is an important thing for me to also talk about. Now, if you've done a name search 2 months ago, and for one reason or the other, you did not do the job, and it's now time for you to do the job, and you don't do any name search, you may you may blow 16.5.
exactly.
Some of us here are sales agents. We know how it works. You know how many registrations that I have an accredited portal. I know how many registrations that is being done on my board every blessed day. That we do every blessed day. Now imagine there was a time that CSS sent a list of registrations that they did in a week, and I calculated it. They did almost like was it 10,000 registrations per day? No, no,
Mm-mm.
okay. I think it was 3,000. 3,000. Yes, sorry, 3,000 registrations per day.
Huge. That's huge.
3,000 registrations per day. Now, imagine you now say that okay, you have a name or you had a dream and then you saw a particular name. There's probability that out of the 3,000 people that did that did the reservation yesterday, the name got approved yesterday, that your name is already part of it. You understand? So and the same thing applies to trademark too. So why you just did name search 2 months ago, and you feel okay, the name is free, and you didn't do it for, and you didn't do the registration for the whole 2 months. Someone else might have gone ahead to go and do the trademark,
What I'm picking
to
name. Okay.
do the registration for that name. So by the time you now come to apply, you realize that okay, you wasted 65 and your name is not available. So also this is a word of warning. Like if you do a trademark, make sure you do your job immediately. Don't wait for 2, 3 days. They've said that okay, your name is available. Go ahead the following day or that same day. Do your name, do it does not take more than 5 or 10 minutes to do everything you need to do and make the payment. And then send the job for processing. So do it very fast. Don't delay. Don't delay. That's extremely important. So I believe you
I
are clear
have
on
a
that.
question.
Okay, thank you. You've answered my question. So that means I have to do a name search again before starting the job.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. And is that
I have a
confidence I need? Because me, I'm scared. I don't know.
Don't worry. You have confidence.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. Uh, I can hear you, Jennifer Young.
Hello. Okay. I want
Yes.
to ask if someone wants to renew their trademark after the 7 years, how much
Hmm.
is it?
Okay, I have answered like currently. all of those, like on the new trademark website, all of those services are not there. You understand? So
Mm.
we are just going to wait for everything to be back up before we start saying, okay, this is the price and this is the how much is being done. So when everything is back, I'm going to update everyone on the community.
Okay. Another thing is that what are the requirements we are going to ask the client to provide
For the renewal,
for the yes.
just get the certificate. The certificate is one of the major important stuff that you need for the renewal of the trademark. Just get the certificate.
Okay,
So you
please,
get.
last question. I saw one question once somebody was asking. I don't know if you have answered the question. She was asking if trademark certificates used to expire like CAC own, like if you did not download it after 7 days or
No, no,
any
no.
day.
It does not. It does not expire. You know, even acknowledgement letter say it does not expire. You can always go back and download your acknowledgement letter. I seriously did not know who gave CAC that. You know, before 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, would do jobs and then like okay, of course, 2020 they've not started, but like from 2020, that 2021 they started doing uploading certificate on portal. But when 2021 we are still downloading acknowledgement letter, I'm sorry, approval note. It's you can still download it then. But when certificate started coming out, okay, sorry, before in 2018 time, when we used to collect certificates from their offices, there's this penalty fee. So I believe it's those people that are there that used to just collect the money from us. I used to collect it, will come and collect it, will come late to come and collect certificate at the office. We tell you to pay one penalty fee. At times, you just say to those people and then they will give you a certificate. But when things started being online, things started being fully online. For the first 2 years to 2022, there was nothing like you that okay, you not download it within the next 7 days. You have to pay 5,000 to download it. It was not there. So I don't know who gave them the idea to start charging people. Also, even on annual returns to acknowledgement letter, before if you don't download your acknowledgement letter for a year, you will still come and download your thing without paying. But now, if you don't download the acknowledgement letter in 7 days after filing annual returns, they will ask you to pay 5K, and you pay it like that on all the
Mm.
whole acknowledgement letter. So I don't know who gave them the idea, but it's just restricted to CAC. So you understand?
Okay. Mm.
Yeah. So anyone who has any question?
Yes, please.
Okay. Please,
Please, I
okay.
want to ask, how many days will it take for name search to be done?
48 hours.
48 hours.
Yes.
What's not happened to my own since last week? I be upper week.
Upper week.
Yes,
Please, please, please,
Thursday.
please,
This
please,
new
please.
week, yes.
Since Thursday, I mean,
Not this last Thursday, upper Thursday.
upper week to wow. Send me a message. I would,
I've
I will,
sent
I
you
will,
already. Okay, I
I'll,
will
yeah, you
send you
send it to me.
another
I'll reach
message.
out, I'll reach out to the support on that. It should not take more than 48 hours for it to so also if you are communicating anything with our support and then it's like as if it's taking longer than necessary, you can always reach out to me. You understand directly so that I can work on it and see if there's any hookup so that everything can be straight and there's no delay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Any question?
Okay, I have a question. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah. Good evening.
All right, actually asked this already, but I didn't really get the explanation you gave. The
Okay.
trademark after acknowledgement letter, I think you said after 21 days or so, you get the certificate.
You get the acceptance letter.
Okay. The one about certificate, when do we get it?
Oh God. I've talked about this during the course of this uh the course of this meeting that after you're done with your acceptance letter, there's a period whereby you have to wait for the you have to wait for the name to be published in the journal. So you have to wait for it to publish in trademark journal. So I can't it may take like 6 months or up to a year for it to be published in the trademark journal. And that's because of the backlog of jobs that have not been published yet in the journal. So after the job, because most times they produce
Oh,
just two journals in a year. So after it has been
oh,
published, you now have to wait for a period of what they call opposition period, about 2 months. So that anybody that has anything, maybe the person has a name that is similar to yours, or something that that name is breaching his own trademark. Please, if you're not talking, please mute your mic. Or the name is breaching his own trademark. The person will be able to come up with it, and then it will be settled. So after that, after the opposition period, then you apply for certificate. Your certificate will be ready. So that's the so certificate takes about over a year. So that's why I do tell people that don't promise your clients the point of certificate. Promise them to the point of acceptance letter, because they can use the acceptance letter for almost everything that they want to do. Anything whatsoever that they want to do, they can use the acceptance letter for it. So just promise them to the point of acceptance letter.
okay, so like, do we pay when we apply for certificate?
Is it?
Like, how much do we pay when we apply for certificate? Like over a year, how much do we pay
It,
trademark?
it used to be 12,000 naira before, but with this, we don't know. No, I think that the site is down. So when it come back up, we don't know. But it used to be 12,000 naira before.
Okay. So when we apply for it, it won't take long before it comes out. That's over after over a
Um,
year.
yeah, it won't take long.
All right, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah, please, I have a question. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I mixed it in the class. I didn't see when you talk about how to meet an agent for name search.
Okay. If okay. The our support is the one who you are actually going to meet for name search, because name search is always being done like by an insider. But I said earlier that it's not something that you do. It's not something that you do like sister. Just go to the portal and just search or whatever. It's actually done physically at the trademark registry. So you can always message the support. There are two admins on the community, my line and then the support line. So you just message the support line that you want to do trademark, and then she would guide you everything that you need to do concerning the name search. Is
All
that
right.
clear?
Thank you very much. I get now.
Yes. Okay. Any other question? So everything is clear. Uh, Copyright, trademark, patents. I'm not talking about all these patents and copyright. I'm talking about two details, but at least you just know a little bit about it. So it's able to clarify things with your customer and about trademark, about something that you should avoid, that you should correct. Also how to close your customer. So I believe we are all clear on this. Okay. Uh, since there are no questions, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm sure we would have.
Sorry,
Okay.
please. I don't. It's not a question, but I just need this for us. Though I sent a DM maybe to you. I don't know. That at least just like you do flyers for CAC, kindly do flyers for trademark too. So we use that as an advert on our different social media
Yeah,
page.
uh, we do flyers for trademark. I think we do trademark every Thursday. Yeah, we do trademark
Okay, it's
every
not every
Thursday.
day.
It's
Okay.
not every day. We do trademark every Thursday. We do trademark every. I think that's enough, right? Because over time, within 5 weeks, we would have had like five different flyers. But I think I'm going to do something. I'm going to do like a series of flyers. Just as we do for series, we just do series of flyers. I'm going to do like series of flyers that we can use beyond just what we do every week, so that we can all have abundance of marketing materials on our archive. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'll send it to the group.
All right.
Do you
Thank you
understand?
for that. Yes, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Ademola Obo Omoboyo said you have a question. Please ask. Please don't just type, just ask. Please, support line is on the. If you are in this meeting, that means you most likely joined through the community, through the WhatsApp community, because I didn't share this link any other place apart from the WhatsApp community and then the co-ownership, skin others co-ownership group. So if that you are in any of those two groups, and if you are there, of course you should have access to the support. So message the support. Then Ademola Moboyo, please ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Thanks for all you've been making clarifications on since the start of the class. My
You're
question is,
welcome.
can we
You are the
actually
first one to tell me thank you, actually. The first one to tell
sir?
me thank you. Other people have just been asking their questions. Thank you very much. I appreciate.
Okay. All right,
Continue.
you're welcome. You're welcome, sir. The question is, can we trademark AI generated logo along with a name, or AI generated logo are not accepted for trademark? That's the question, sir.
Okay. Uh, First, AI is not your own. Like if you're trademarking something, like you said, it belongs to you. It's not your own. Do you understand? Uh,
Okay.
yeah. I don't advise anything that is not like any logo that is not designed from scratch. That maybe you use even Canva or whatever to just design. So there's some Canva trademark that you design that is not from scratch. It's just maybe you just pick this watermark or pick this framework from somewhere. I don't advise people to. There's a friend of mine. It's a little bit sad, but it was a kind of I told you experience. Like he wanted to create an app. So and then I was like, okay, this app you want to create, why not meet someone to create a logo from you from scratch. And I have a very good graphic designer that creates all my logo, Scale Ideas and other brands that I run. And the guy is very good. He has worked with me for almost 4 years plus. Why don't you let him create this? He was like, no, 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 no. It's something that I can easily go and use Canva. I was like, why you're spending so much money to create an app? What will it cost you to meet a logo that will travel for you for a long time? Get someone that will just do the logo for you, do something very professional. He decided to use Canva and then he did everything, launched everything, uploaded the app on Play Store. And after like a month of the app being on Play Store, Play Store banned the app and banned every app that had been uploaded by that developer. Why? Because that logo is something that's like is I don't know, maybe copyrighted, is a generic kind of logo that other people have been using, and it was banned because they just did something about said something about the logo, and then they banned his app, and then it took him months before he could get away to, and he had to pay extra fee and the likes. So if the thing is not done for me from scratch, he can't just go and just use it. I can't say much about AI generated, but any logo that you don't create from scratch, maybe you just uh, use Canva or some of you cannot really use it for you cannot really trademark it. You understand? Because in the first place, that logo does not completely belong to you.
Okay. Okay. Understood, sir. Thanks so much, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other question before we close for this night? Okay. I think that means I've done justice to our discussion for today.
Sorry, please. One last question, please.
Okay.
Can you just please like give a simple differentiation between copyright and trademark?
Okay. I have touched this in this
Yes, you
discussion.
have, but I still
Copyright.
don't get it. I don't really get because some people be like I copyright this, I trademark this, but I still don't get like what is the main difference between copyright and trademark. Some people
Okay.
trademark song and copyright song still.
No, people don't trademark song. People can trademark the name of the song,
Okay.
like uh, trademark, like from the word trade, trade. So we have to separate like different trade from each other, like different trade names. So you had or different trade names and different trade logos from each other. So okay, this is the trade name that you're using. Maybe for example, like whiskey now. Whiskey is a trade name, is a stake name. Okay, this is the name that you are using. Do you understand? So you whiskey will come to trademark and trademark that name. Do you understand? So this is the name of his record label, or this is the logo of his record label. It will come and trademark the name of his record label. But now maybe he now wants to copyright his song. That okay, this song is for me. I'm the one who's I was forced to. This is my literary. I don't want anybody to go and use the song without my approval, or just remix the song, or just mix the song anyhow without getting approval from me. Then he will copyright it. So copyright majorly is for literary works, so, audios, videos, books. Those are the ones that you copyright. You understand? But for trademark, it's just for that name and for that logo. Do you understand?
Yes, I get it now. I get the difference.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
you're welcome. Good evening.
Yeah, please, I want to ask, if you are to do business registration now, we can search for like two names. So there is probability that they will accept one, or you understand. So can we send series of logos or names for the trademark search, or just one?
Okay. You can actually you can set two names for the search, and they'll just search it for you. I set two names for the search. They will search that. They can just search it at once. I told you that the search is not like it's not manually, not uh on the portal like CAC. So you can send two names for the support to search at once. But once they search for the name and that name is not available and everything, you see you need to pay for the next name search. Okay. Are we done? Are you clear? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh yeah. Who else has if you have any question, please you can ask.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Silas Ame on the line. Thank you very
Okay.
much for the wonderful um, teachings, both for the general class and the master class. Though I've not really
Thank you,
had
sir.
time to exclusively go through, but I'm
Okay.
trusting God that when I do that, I will ask all the questions because it's
Though
actually a very busy period for me.
if you don't, you don't even have questions to ask because people have not been asking questions because it's just detailed. You have people that have watched it here can testify that it's just detailed enough for you to just get everything that you need to do for the registration. Majorly,
It's true.
these meetings is majorly for to just broaden our mind and let us know other things. The registration itself is easy. That once you watch the video, you can always get it done by yourself. Please
Okay.
go ahead with your question.
I don't have any question for now, just to appreciate you for the time and everything.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's my
Thank you so
pleasure.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Please, who else has any question?
Sorry, I have a question.
Okay.
Let me appreciate this gesture. God bless you so much.
You're welcome,
My
sir.
question is, I do NAVDAC, and one of the requirements that I come to see that they require trademark certificate, and you know that the certificates for trademark will not come until after a year, and we can get the acknowledgement. So, in that vein, can we use the acknowledgement to process NAVDAC?
Okay. You can actually use acknowledgement letter to process NAVDAC. NAVDAC accept acknowledgement letter. NAVDAC accepts acknowledgement without you having the acceptance letter. They accept it.
Okay,
They accept it. So, but why you still doing using the acknowledgement letter? You have to be working on your acceptance letter. But they accept it for the initial place of the NAVDAC registration. They accept it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, so I'm going to take that as the last question. If you have any other question, I'm going to give you 5 minutes because I don't want to be rounding up and someone else comes to ask another question again. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to ask your question. So while we are waiting for you to decide, I'm going to be rounding up in style until you ask a question. So I don't want anybody to leave this training and then you're still confused or there's something else that you don't get. The next time we'll be having this in-house meeting, maybe next month and maybe in 2 months' time. Understand? In that 2 months' time, I'm hoping that trademark will be done with this with their side, like putting on other necessary posting corporations on their side so that we'll be able to talk extensively on that too. So, but pending that time, we're just going to keep doing going about doing our normal registration. So I want everybody to be clear. I don't want anybody to have any kind of doubts. Be clear. Oh, any question that come my way, I can always handle it. And when people are talking, or you are trying to close a client, you can close the client conveniently. You can talk and say, okay, this is trademark. This is our trademark different from copyright. This is why you should do trademark. This is why you should not do trademark. Be able to talk and the client to know, okay, this person knows his stuff. And you guys see again, don't it's you already have a leverage for you to be able to push uh trademark registration. We are going to do more flyers. We're going to do more flyers. We're going to be able to push trademark. It's a um most apps these days, most fintech apps, the common is that they want to bank the unbanked, financial inclusion. So like a lot of people are unbanked, a lot of people are not included in the financial system. So I think that is something about trade. There are a lot of people that trademark is not something that a lot of people do because maybe they don't know their way around it. A few people just do it, some people just pawn it out to others. So this is your chance for you to be able to build a brand for yourself, uh, be known for what you do, talk about it, scream about it, let people know that okay, this is what you are into, and then get the clients, start reaching people that who others so that they can refer you to other people and start building a brand, creating a name for yourself. There are no many trademark agents that are going to see out there, or like CSC that you go to on Facebook and then before you scroll, you see this one, you see that one, you see this R, you see this coach, you see this and that. No, trademark is not saturated, so it's you need to run the race. You understand? So there is something like business is war. If you are not getting the client, someone else is getting that client. You understand? So if you are not blowing your trumpet, and people are not hearing about you, someone else is blowing their trumpet, and then they are hearing it, that person. And because you're the first to start does not mean that you are going to top the list. You understand? Don't be who first run go win the race. You understand? But if you come for your back and the person will overtake you if you're not serious about it. So you need to get serious about the business. Okay, these are set a plan for yourself. Okay, what you want to achieve, what you want to get. There are a lot of business that should be trademarked that are not trademarked. That's what they don't even understand. They will just launch, do business anyhow, and there's no trademark, nothing to protect them. And in the future, they will now start having court case that you use my name, you know, use my name. I don't understand. So you may need to do a lot of education. You understand that some people that need trademark that they don't know about. So you may need to do a lot of education, a lot of posting on your Facebook or your socials, when you do your adverts, you may need to do a lot of CAC these days, you don't really need to educate people much because it's like everybody don't know about CAC. And then the CAC CBN saga, CAC POS people saga have made people so yeah, almost everybody have heard about CAC. So you may not really need plenty closing like that. For trademark, you may need to really, really educate your audience. You understand? Tell them why, tell them what it implies, you understand? Tell them the risk. And no, this time you're not targeting small businesses, you're targeting big brands. You understand? And by big brand, I don't mean say the person they don't blow like MTN or they don't blow, that big. You know, brand, I think that okay, this was already making an headway. You understand? And then it's better for them to protect themselves. So let them know that they need to protect themselves. The cost of protection is not much. You understand? So it's not for them to protect themselves. You know, they say prevention is better than cure. It's for them to protect themselves. And then when everything now explodes, they're not trying to get by. You understand? So you really need to do much of education and put in the energy, grow your brand, push it forward, and before you know it, everybody around will know. We are not playing on the group. We're just 255, and we have of um, millions of brands in Nigeria. Millions. You know, the number of CAC we have, we have. I'm certain we have up to 10,000 to 50,000 CAC agents in this country, and everybody is still doing sales registration by day. I just said earlier that CAC released something on Twitter, and they did like 3,000 to 4,000 CAC registration per day. So that means in a week they did up to like 28 or like 20,000 uh situation. So if we are 10,000, if you are 20,000 CAC agents in Nigeria, that means we could have done like one per week. So the market is not saturated though. Even though like CAC, market is not even saturated for CAC, let alone trademark. So this is time for you to be able to uh put in the energy, put in the work. We are going to support you, get out marketing materials out for you to be able to do the marketing. Then I will try to also craft out a little bit of a little bit of marketing material that can not just for you to advertise that okay I do trademark, but also to educate the people because you can be posting that you do trademark and people are just passing on status, they don't even know what is trademark. So apart from the marketing materials, so you too you need to look for a way to create the best way to, you know that you can communicate to your audience. Maybe you may need to do a 30 seconds video to explain on your status, a VN or whatever way you know you best communicate with your audience, whatever way you know you've been using to market and works for you. You need to do that to reach out to your audience. But it's important that you grab the opportunity to be the first set of people to get the course. Don't wait until you now have plenty of people out there that are now doing a trademark that is now becoming so common. You know, and apart from people just protecting, no trademark is important for now that you don't do your trademark, you're not able to successfully process your NAVDAC. So also let people that will be doing NAVDAC, let them know. And that's also another way for you to be able to get the job done. You can also connect with NAVDAC agents. Bring your NAVDAC job, I'll do it for you. I'll get your acceptance letter for you in no time. Understand? And you get it for them. You can also connect to other CAC agents. Give me your clients for trademark, I'll do them for you, you know. I reach an agreement, and before you know it, trademark just be flowing in. So I believe I've done justice to today's meeting. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you so much. So I'm going to end with a few words of prayer. Father in heaven, we thank you for today. Thank you because today's in-house meeting was a success. We thank you because everything that we've heard is blessed. We thank you because as we go out back into our business, we pray that customers will flow our way. We pray that the confidence we need to close our clients will be with us. We pray that you open our minds. We pray that all the jobs that we send out is going to get approved. We pray that everything that we do is going to prosper. We say glory to name in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks so much for tuning in. Good night,
Thank you very
everyone.
much, sir. Thank you. Good night.
Amen. Thank you very much, sir. You have a wonderful night, rest everyone.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Please, I need the contact of the person who says he doesn't have that, please.